Hello, people of YouTube. My name is Steve Gray. Thank you for watching. Today we're talking about Re:Zero Season 3, Episode 12. And I initially was kind of annoyed because the way this episode was going, I saw 28 minutes. I thought it was going to be an entire episode of Talk No Jutsu. But thankfully we got some action, we got some fighting, and now I believe Regulus is dead, or if he's not dead, he has no way of doing anything to anybody anymore. So essentially how we end Regulus is Reinhardt comes back from the moon. That's right, dude was literally on the moon and survived in space. And he came back and punched Regulus into the ground pretty good, really, really deep, filled with water. So even if Regulus is alive, which I kind of highly doubt it based on his state, he essentially has to just continually use his ability over and over and over again. We learned that it has a time limit. So the reason we learned that he gave his heart to all of his wives, so that way essentially he had an unlimited time limit, meaning nobody could stop him and kill him. He was essentially immortal. He was immortal. So what Emilia ended up doing is freezing all of his wives, temporarily stopping their hearts. They didn't die, but they were all frozen, and all of their hearts stopped. He also attached one of his hearts to Emilia, unfortunately. So initially, Emilia was like, all right, Subaru just killed me. Let's get this over with so we can kill this SOB. Subaru was like, no, I have another idea. He then uses his Sloth, Authority, Invisible Hands ability that is very hard for him to use. It exhausts him a lot, but I think now because he has the dragon's blood, it's a little bit easier to use. Initially, I was like, well, why didn't he just use that on all of the wives? And then you realize how hard it was just using it on Emilia, reaching into her chest and crushing the part of Regulus's heart that was attached to her. So Regulus can essentially attach his heart to whoever he wants. And he keeps his wives around, I'm assuming, because they need to be in a certain proximity for the effects to work. At least that's my best guess. Initially, that's what I thought was going to happen, is they were just going to lead her out of the castle. But I'm not sure. It might be. Look, I was reading up on his wiki page, and it seems like they didn't really mention it in the anime. Maybe they elaborated that more in the manga. But I think all of his wives had to be within a certain distance of him for that ability to work. So he still kind of has the freeze time ability, but there's a time limit to it. So Emilia beats the crap out of him, punches him 53 times, and then Reinhardt finishes him off. Very happy with this episode. Definitely going to give this one a 9 out of 10. The reason it's not getting a perfect score is because, unlike Petalese, we didn't really get a backstory. And we also didn't really get a backstory for Wrath either, I'm forgetting her name off the top of my head. But we got this huge backstory for Petalese. We've seen Regulus in the past a little bit with Emilia. She doesn't really remember where she knows him from. But as I said, I think at this point he's pretty well defeated. We're going in the line of the heroes. The past couple of episodes seem like it has been in the heroes' favor. So my guess is next episode, Subaru is going to die again soon. That's my best guess. I don't think there's going to be a way for him to, go out. We only got 4 episodes left. And it would surprise me if he didn't die at some point in the next 4 episodes. So it'll be interesting to see how that whole thing pawns out. Kind of ends with Garf and the sword guy, whose name I'm going to forget to, fighting his wife and the forearm dude, and Lust too. So we still got to get rid of Lust, and we still got to get rid of Gluttony. So 2 down, 2 to go. It's going to be interesting to see how this whole situation ends up panning out. Till next time, subscribe, notification bell, like, share, comment, all that fun stuff. And as always, have a good one.